I hope she has. But there's the Gold Cup winner. He looks pretty much in command of the place.
4 against, opened up at even money. Kildimo is 2-1 from 15 to 8. And money for Pegwell Bay, 7-2, opened up at 9-2. Charter Party, the 11-1 outsider, on the drift from 8-1, and they all show.
So, racing somewhere else.
It's probably out of measure in the rooms, I would think.
Well, you can bet that he'll be watching this with pretty considerable interest. As who won't? Everybody will. Kildimo and Desert Orchid there. And Desert Orchid just beginning to sweat as usual. Simon doesn't bother about goggles because he knows he's going to be in front.
And he's just there for this race called Gainsborough Chase. 22 fences in front, and so Desert Orchid leads, coming down to the first. Desert Orchid over safely. Charter Party, Pegwell Bay and Kildimo got over that one safely. And they turn into the back stretch where they take 7 fences. The first 2 are plain, and Desert Orchid, a winner of 25 races, leading. From Charter Party, the Gold Cup winner, in second place. And then back in third is Pegwell Bay and Kildimo as they take the second, at which Charter Party was slow, down to the third. And Desert Orchid out in front from Pegwell Bay, attempting 3 miles to win over 3 miles. And then Charter Party as they come to the ditch, and Desert Orchid, good jump there. Again, Charter Party just a little bit slow in third place now. Pegwell Bay second, and Kildimo the back marker as they head down towards the water jump. And Desert Orchid comes to it. This is the fourth. Over safely from the other 3. Pegwell Bay, Charter Party, and then Kildimo. So to the 6th. Desert Orchid jumps it well. Pegwell Bay and Charter Party and Kildimo. The 7th and 8th come quickly, of course. And as they take the 7th, Kildimo was very untidy at the rear of the field. The 8th is a plain fence, and Desert Orchid takes it well. And Kildimo again, just a fraction untidy at the rear of the field. They have between them won 55 races and over £626,000 in winner place prize money. And they turn out of the back straight and race down towards the 2 mile start. Desert Orchid odds against. At 6-4, Kildimo, the back marker 2-1, Pegwell Bay at 4-1. The Gold Cup winner in a field of 4 at 10-1. Those odds look big. Anyway, we'll soon know, because they've got about 4 minutes left to race. They're coming down towards the 9th of the 22 fences. And Desert Orchid, winner of this race a couple of years ago, comes to take the pond fence fluently and well from Pegwell Bay in second place. Certainly keeping close tabs on him. Simon Sherwood leads from Pegwell Bay and Charter Party and Kildimo, and they come to the 10th. And Desert Orchid, he is pricked, really enjoying himself. Pegwell Bay in second, Charter Party is third, Kildimo fourth as they come to this a ditch. Desert Orchid comes to it. Most spectacular, economic, wonderful jumper. Pegwell Bay ranges alongside. Charter Party is third and Kildimo is fourth. And the Johns have got a circuit to go. And a roar goes up from the crowd.
We're watching 2 superlative jumpers so far, and 2 fairly sloppy ones, because neither Charter Party nor Kildimo have been jumping anywhere near as well as the 2 leaders.
No, they've been taking a length off the other 2 all the way around. Pegwell Bay have been particularly impressed. I hope I'm not going to put a curse on him, because he has been jumping exceptionally well. He's a lovely straight mover. He never has to twist one way or the other. He's uses his front end particularly well, but it's a fascinating race. Kildimo's plenty close enough, and Charter Party's going well enough if he gets his jumping and put a bit more together.
Anything's possible from here.
And this is the fence at which Kildimo fell. It's on the right of the picture of his previous race. Got over it safely enough there, and Pegwell Bay has come through to take up the running. So Pegwell Bay in front of Desert Orchid. And they've still got over 1.25 miles to race, with Charter Party in third place, 2 lengths behind Desert Orchid and 2 lengths adrift. Here's Kildimo. So they head towards the 13th. Pegwell Bay, a spectacular lead, taking Desert Orchid on. Kildimo and tidy at the rear of the field again as the next plain one. and Pegwell Bay from Desert Orchid in second place, Charter Party and Kildima. They're in Indian file as they take the last ditch, and it's Pegwell Bay really attacking and going 5 clear of Desert Orchid in second place. Charter Party is third, and they race down towards a water jump, and it's Pegwell Bay clear by 3 to 4 lengths over Desert Orchid in second place. Pegwell Bay comes to it over safely from Desert Orchid and Charter Party and Kildimo, and they race down towards the island fences, and Pegwell Bay in the lead by 3 over Desert Orchid in second place, and Charter Party and Kildimo now getting up on the inside of Charter Party, and a good jump there by Kildimo, gained momentum at that fence. They've got 5 to jump, and it's Pegwell Bay and Desert Orchid and Kildimo getting much closer on the inside. Charter Party back in 4 out, and Desert Orchid now again on the outside of Pegwell Bay. Kildimo is getting much closer in third place, just 2 lengths adrift, and Charter Party isn't out of it either, going well back in 4th place, and they start the turn in now with all to play for in this race called Gainsborough Chase. They've got 3 to jump, and Pegwell Bay going into unknown territory now, a winner over 2.5 miles. He's tackling 3 today. Desert Orchid, a winner of 25 races. Charter Party is closing, and Kildimo is not out of it. It's going to be a sprint for home now with 3 to jump, and it's Desert Orchid on the outside of Pegwell Bay, and Pegwell Bay has the initiative by length. Desert Orchid in second place under 12 stone, conceding well over a stone to the one in front, Pegwell Bay, and they're in line for home. And Kildimo's in third place, and 2 out is Pegwell Bay, but Desert Orchid jumps that superbly and gets a tremendous roar from the crowd, and Pegwell Bay now comes under pressure, and they race down towards the final fence, and it's Desert Orchid and Pegwell Bay, and Desert Orchid takes it. Desert Orchid from Pegwell Bay on the far side, Kildimo back in third, but Pegwell Bay sticking to his guns. Will the Orchid bloom? It's Desert Orchid finishing fast, and Desert Orchid blooms. Desert Orchid wins. Desert Orchid from Pegwell Bay and Kildimo. This is what the crowd wanted. Charter Party was back in 4th. It looked as if he was going to be held. My heart was in my mouth. I don't know where yours was, but boy oh boy, Simon Sherwood has gained the day on number 1, Desert Orchid, owned by Mr. Richard Burridge, trained at Whitsbury by David Ellsworth, and ridden by Simon Sherwood. Well, if he keeps doing this, I shall be taking my pension early. Second is number 4, Pegwell Bay, and of course Desert Orchid getting a kiss there. Third horse home is number 3, Kildimo.
Oh Lord, he'll be the death of us. He's done it again, but desperately difficult and desperately close. At this stage, Pegwell Bay has taken over the initiative between the last 2 fences, and I didn't think he was going to do it there.
I didn't. The only thing I will say is I think Simon Sherwood has again given him a wonderful ride. He's a good a judge of pace as there is riding today. When Pegwell Bay took him on down the back in the lead, took the running up, Simon was perfectly happy to let him go on, and he's come back there and he's just put this horse's head in front. He's given him as easy a race as possible without being knocked around. Wonderful performance by the horse and the jockey. I've seen him ride plenty of races on other horses exactly the same, where he goes off to make the run in, and he knows just how fast he's meant to be going. He doesn't mind if something else wants to take him on. Very good piece of riding.
Lovely to see him never even pick up the whip between the last 2 fences. An awful lot of jockeys would have felt the need, but Simon knows that Desert Orchid doesn't like it. He says that he can sometimes feel him almost resenting too much pressure, and that they're cheering and clapping him all the way up the rhododendron walk.
Incredible performance to give £1 and £4 to the Mackerson Gold Cup winner and the Massey Ferguson Gold Cup winner.
And everything went right for Pegwell Bay, didn't he? He jumped beautifully, and the race was run just to suit him. I thought
really
Carl
well.
Llewellyn gave him a lovely ride.
He did. He settled well. Everything, had no excuses at all.
No, he's the best. Mr. Burridge, his owner, escorting him in.
Amazing to think this horse's odds against his last couple of runs. He keeps winning. He keeps coming up with odds against.
And there he is. He's 6-5 favourite, but he's the world's favourite. He's everybody's favourite. Well, you don't often hear a welcome as loud and warm as that. Sometimes at Cheltenham, maybe, if he happens to win the Gold Cup, heaven knows what will happen.
We'll let the horse through.
I don't know whether Simon is going to retire at the end of this season. I know there were whispers earlier on that he was thinking about it, but I think there'd be a queue of jockeys a mile long waiting to ride this horse, John.
Three cheers for Desert Orchid, the weather. Yes. Yes, well, it's been suggested that you should make a comeback and ride him. I would certainly envy you if you did.
Just move right back.
But Simon's really got on so wonderfully well with him. It's a joy to watch them together. And Janice isn't trying to hide her delight now either. He won her the best turned-out prize, and now he's won the Racecall Gainsborough Chase.
As you take the photographs, congratulations, Simon.
Thanks.
Once again, it's a dramatic stuff.
He just never ceases to believe me. I thought today we really, a handicap was a clobbered us this time. He's defied them every time, and he's the best. I think he's the best he's ever been for the last 20 years. He's unbelievable. So he can still keep on pulling that out with those sort of limitations on weight-wise. So it's just a joy to ride.
Well, it's a joy to watch. Thank you very much. Richard Barrish is here with me. Everyone's getting emotional around here, particularly those of you closest to him, if you don't get his emotional shoes in you. But tell us about beforehand, because that was a nasty moment. Suddenly we see him rearing up.
Well, he was just, Pete had spotted that he was losing a place just as he walked in, just as he was still on the walkway. And that's his trouble foot, that's the foot that he gets corns on, so obviously there's an extra bit of anxiety. I did notice that he was changing his feet a bit coming up the straight for the first time. But it's all worked out very well. I think he just likes to keep everybody waiting. I think he's just part of his repertoire now.
What about the question we all have to ask you now? Here he is, he's given the Gold Cup winner weight, he's given everybody weight, over 3 miles. What about the Gold Cup?
Well, we said all along we wouldn't make a decision until the end of February, and we still won't. I think it would be, well, and I think probably I ought to wait till David comes back at the stage. But obviously, we're inclined to run him. I think it's safe to say that. But we'll take into account the going. Last year we decided on the Monday to run him in the Gold Cup, and then it rained non-stop for 2 days, and we changed and put him back into Queen Mother. I mean, the point about the Gold Cup is that it's not a race which necessarily seems to do horses very much good. I mean, if you look at the last 6 or 7 runners, winners of it, I mean, they're good horses, and don't get me wrong, it's a fantastic achievement to win it. But you wouldn't want to give him a hard race around a track he doesn't like unless you were pretty sure that everything was in his favour. So it's just taking into account what he'd like. He doesn't know about the prize money. He doesn't know about the Gold Cup. I mean, we just want to keep him enjoying himself. That's the main thing.
Thank you, Richard, and we've certainly enjoyed seeing you.
Well, thank you very much.
Desert Orchid, yet another chapter. We'll be back after the break.
Gainsborough Chase, won by number 1 Desert Orchid, 6-5 favourite, 4 Pegwell Bay at 4-1, and 3 Killed.
A funny moment here when they said horses away, which is a normal shout. Somebody in the crowd shouted out, "No, shut up, we want to keep him here, Desert Orchid." Anyway, he has been taken away, and we have had the presentation of the Racecall Gainsborough Chase. Mrs. Grant Wilkinson presenting a trophy, the 26th victory of Desert Orchid's quite remarkable career. He's won almost £340,000 in win and place money over jumps, and that, as you will realise, is a record. His place in the panoply of favourites has to be right up amongst the top, just 2 or 3. Could he be the most popular of all? Well, very, very nearly, I think, but I don't think yet. The horse who was the hero of Aintree, still alive, still hale and hearty, Red Rye.